Good evening and welcome to Let's Talk Shop with Russ. I'm Russ and I have a great, fantastic panel lined up tonight. So thank y'all for being out there in the chat. A lot of people already over there, 22 people in the chat before the show even starts. Wow, that's exciting. So, yep, we're doing 3 years on YouTube with Simply Wooden Creations. This is my 3rd year. I started actually the channel back in December. But my first video wasn't posted until January, so I usually celebrate the 3 years in January. And also, we're celebrating, which started back in September of last year. December. I think I said December. Did I say December or September? I'm confusing myself. I started the YouTube channel, Simply Wooden Creations, in December, but I didn't post my first video until January. Now, I started Let's Talk Shop with Russ back in September of that same year. But so we only got September, October, November, and December in. So that was a short year. But this is actually starting our 4th season right now. It's not actually a full 4 seasons, but starting our 4th season. So I looked it up, and it's 109 shows we've had since for the Let's Talk Shop with Russ. So we're combining, instead of didn't have it in September, the party for Let's Talk Shop with Russ. So we're combining that with 3 years on YouTube, and we're having one big party tonight. And I've invited a couple of guests that's been with me for a long time on the panel. That I think Nick Ferry was one of my first few persons that I invited as a guest on. So we've got him on here tonight. I know Sterling's on here. He's been on as a guest before, and a lot of other stuff. So let me go ahead and talk about my wonderful sponsors while we're doing this. And has that changed? I haven't noticed if it's changed. I have to watch this thing over here. There it goes. So it's Devobal Technologies for web design, development, and hosting. Visit devobal.com. They're the ones that do my website and several of the other people's on here. And Donna was actually, the first year we gave away a website, Donna was the winner of the first website. And then Frank decided to come along and give Shane and Shelley Cole a website. And I think John Schaffner got a website. I know Donald got a website. He gave like 5 or 6 websites away to all the people that were on my my panel. Seeking Moons down there. I love Russ. So Devobal is a really, really great web design company. They do the web design, hosting, everything, all your needs for web. Just go to devobal.com. And FastCap, innovative products for the professional woodworker. Go to fastcap.com. Rockler, 60 years in woodworking. Create with confidence. Visit rockler.com. And Bearwood Supply Company, your best choice for hard-to-find woodworking supplies. Go to bearwood.com. And last but not least, Klingspor, the sanding specialist. They have a lot more than sandpaper over at thewoodworkingshop.com. Go visit them also. All right, so got that out of the way. How's everybody doing tonight? Go ahead. We can have a free-for-all. Let's see if we can walk all over each other. How everybody doing tonight?
Doing great on this end.
Congratulations. 3 years. Yay.
Thank you.
Fantastic. Congrats.
Congratulations.
Happy YouTube anniversary.
YouTube anniversary.
Go ahead, Scarlett.
You was going over all the shows that you've done, the numbers and everything. And it's kind of funny because this makes me think, hell, you talk a lot.
Congratulations, Russ.
Thank you. So let's go down the list, and we'll let everybody introduce themselves and where we can find them. I tried this. If Jim Bashirs is out there, if he wants to be on the panel, Jim, PM, one of the guys, like Al or Paul, and you're more than welcome. We got one spot left open. Patrick from Patrick's Workshop is supposed to be on here, but he hasn't showed up as yet. But that'll still leave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we got 2 spots open. Jim, if you want to join us, and then Patrick will still have his spot. So anyway, let's start with my right, and that is Sterling Davis. Tell us where we can find you and how you doing.
I'm doing good. Congratulations first off, for your 3 years, it's been a crazy ride. It's had a lot of fun through the years with you, and I just appreciate your channel and all the information you've given out and the interviews you've done. It's been a lot of fun. But you can find me at Sterling Davis on YouTube and Sterling's Woodcraft on Facebook. Sterling Davis on all the other social medias, Instagram, Twitter, whatnots. But yeah, there you go.
Cool. And then next is Shane and Shelly Cole.
Oh, it caught me off guard.
Yeah, me too. Hi, everybody. And my name is Shelly Cole. Many of you know me as Mom over at the YouTube channel. Know it, Mom knows. So I want to just mention something real quick. Brenda G's Design is on our panel. And she made this plaque for me. It's a wood burning project, and she did a whole video on it just recently. So go check out Brenda G's Design.
She's very good at what she does.
Yeah, she's new to our panel, been on here a time or two. And so we're so happy to have her. But Monday night, I'm going to be on her panel, and her and I are going to have some fun over on her channel. So check us out Monday night on Brenda G's Design. It's a lot of fun. My handsome husband.
Oh, me. Okay. Oh. Well, hi, everybody. My name is Shane. You can find me on all your social media networks under Shane's Hobby Shop. And I do got the Devobal website under shane'shobbyshop.com. Go check it out and give me a thumbs up on my videos and say hi every now and then. Appreciate it. Y'all have a good day.
Cool. And then next is Paul from Paul's Messy Workshop.
Hi, everybody. I'm Paul from Paul's Messy Workshop. Paul's Messy Workshop on YouTube, on Instagram, and paulsmessyworkshop.com. And Russ, congratulations on all your years, and may you have that many more at least.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Next is Mr. Al Forte.
Hello, everyone. Great to see you all. Well, I guess you all see us, and we don't see you, but great to see you in the chat and stuff. Al Forte, Odessa Woodworking on Facebook, Odessa Woodworking and Maker Shop on YouTube, and on Twitch, Kilroy79763. Started streaming, have gotten some various different videos. Can I do a thank you to Russ? I guess. Is Russ there?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, I'm sorry. It looked like you had frozen up.
I did the whole, yeah, it all showed up. Or all frozen.
Jim came in.
Gave me this, and I think that's excellent for an anniversary gift. Although it's not my anniversary, but it is the show's. But he gave me the gift, so I guess thanks a lot, Chris.
Whoa. Wow, I did not know you liked Star Trek.
Yeah.
Game. It's a game in plastic too. It's going to go back there with my collection. But anyway, thank you very much. And hey, happy anniversary, Russ.
Thank you. Next is Mr. Nick Ferry.
My name is Nick, and you can find me at nickferry.com. That's ferry is in the boat, not the tooth.
That's pretty funny. Ferry as the boat, not the tooth.
and that was Nick?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, Nick as in nick your thumb.
Okay.
And then next is Ken Moon.
My name is Ken Moon from Moon Pie Creations. Russ, congratulations on 3 years. That's fantastic. Hopefully you won't be mad at me on the panel tonight. You'll give me a little love because of my beard. But you can find me over on YouTube on Moon Pie Creations or on Facebook, Moon Pie Creations, or just Ken Moon.
Cool. Of all nights, the anniversary special, I'm having problems with the internet because it's frozen up on me 2 or 3 times. So, oh well, if it does, it does. Then next is Jim Bashirs.
Hey, I'm Jim Bashirs from Driveway Workshop. I am very glad to see a couple of guys here I've been talking to for a long time, Sterling and Nick. Sterling, I'm extremely pleased to see that you put your mail away for me, and I'm looking forward to the show tonight.
Good to have you on, Jim. And then Brenda.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you out there this evening. And thank you, Russ, for having me on the show. And congratulations on your 3-year anniversary.
Thank you.
Everybody can find me at Brenda G's Designs on YouTube, or as of late, I'm trying to get over on Twitch. So I'll soon be doing some videos over there, and it's Brenda G's Designs there as well.
Sweet,
Cool.
sweet.
Cool. And then Patrick just stepped in. So go ahead and introduce yourself, Patrick.
Hey, Russ, congrats on 3 years, brother. It's awesome, man.
Thank you.
My name is Patrick from Patrick's Workshop. You can find me at patricksworkshop.com, and everything I got is right over there.
Cool. Yeah, we have a lot of great people on here tonight, and some of them have been around, like I said, ever since I got started. I know Nick was, matter of fact, I looked it up. Do you know what episode you were on?
I know what the topic was. I don't remember what number it was.
What was the topic?
Table saws.
Yep. It was episode 6.
Yeah. I feel bad. I shouldn't even say this, but to get the camera angles, I had to buy 2 additional webcams, and I took them back the next day.
Yeah. I remember you telling me that a long time ago, but yeah, it was season 1, episode 6, and 109 shows for Let's Talk Shop with Russ. Yeah, I think I know I'm not the longest running show, period, but I think I'm in the longest running woodworking show, live woodworking show there ever has been, because I don't know of anybody that's been on for 100 or 109 shows. So,
well, I remember when you first started, you didn't really have that beard that long, so yeah.
Yeah, it kind of grew.
In another 3 years from now, it'll be down on your belly.
That beard is proof that when you tell a guy you can't do something, then you do it. Because for those that don't know, Russ was a fireman and could not grow facial hair. And as soon as he retired, he's like, I'm getting my facial hair.
Yeah, get my beard.
Yeah, and that's true. I retired from the fire department and never could have a beard. I didn't know I could grow a beard. Now, I knew I had facial hair because I had to shave when I worked for the fire department. But I never knew what a beard would look like or how thick it would get or whatever. Some people get real thin beards, and So yeah, it was a surprise for me when it started coming out and it started getting long. But yeah, that's just to go over real quick. I mean, there's a lot. I've had a lot of people that have been guests, and I have not listed everybody because I don't have. I mean, I'd be here all night reading it for 109 shows. So some of the highlights that I went through, and if I don't call your name, I'm sorry. Don't get mad. Don't get mad at me if I don't list your name that's on here. But some of the people that I thought were pretty special and highlighted that made my day. Number 1 on the list is Nick Ferry, and number 2 is Steve Good, Laney Shaughnessy. I've had him as a guest. Cy from Cy's Corner, Chad Stanton, Sean Rabino, Steve Carmichael, Sterling Davis has been on as a guest, Chris Demetric, Mike Fulton, James Wright, Drew Short, Moy Perez, Daryl Jones, Rebecca DeGroot, Chad Grossclaws, Carl Jacobson, Andy Klein, Charles Corlick, and Bill Lutz. Those are just some of the people throughout the years that have been my guests on the show. So pretty cool.
Heck yeah. I remember Braxton. Didn't Braxton turn a bull on the show once?
Yep, Braxton Wordland. He's been on. Yeah, he turned a bull on the show. Jerry Brown from Polly Wants a Crafter. He's been on the show. He turned a pin. Mike Fulton sticks out really, really good because he's the one that initiated my show with a curse word.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. He dropped the F. The only time there's ever been a curse word done on Let's Talk Shop with Russ, and he drops the F-bomb.
Hot damn.
So, yeah, I never will forget that.
There's a couple you did.
Oh, what happened to Sterling?
With me, you had Frank Howarth was on. That was a great show.
Yep.
Oh,
also,
yes.
Steve Twaddell. I've learned a lot from Steve. He's an excellent wood turner and just a woodworker in general. Steve Twaddell sticks out in my mind.
Yep.
I think we just lost him. So.
He's in and out.
Yeah, he froze up again.
Froze up.
The hamster's in the wheel.
So I wasn't imagining it. Russ was kind of.
No,
Yeah.
For some reason, I don't know if it's my internet connection or my computer, but yeah, I keep on blocking up every once in a while.
Well, the kid you have holding the satellite dish up outside he keeps moving, you know? Yeah.
Got to get him a bigger tinfoil hat.
Yeah. Hold
And
it there.
of all nights it's going to do it, it's going to have to be tonight, of course.
Yeah. Hold her there, Willie. We got a good signal.
Yeah.
Never mind the lightning storm. You'll be all right.
Yeah.
Well, I say let's get on to some giveaways then.
Well, he might want to drag it out some. I don't know.
What are you giving away, Shane?
Russ gonna give me a bass boat.
Russ is gonna give you a boat? Wow, I'm impressed.
That's what he told me.
We are going to do a giveaway tonight. I
told you. I told you. Don't give me a bass boat.
No, but it's not going to be a bass boat. It's not going to be as big as a bass boat, but it's worth about $3,500.
Wow.
Yep.
A fishing boat.
What color is it?
3,500 smackers. I'm ready to win something.
Yep. It's
Me
well. The only way that you can win though is there's some stipulations. So, and I don't think. Yeah, you won't.
No stipulations.
That sounds like he's making us just hang in there. Anticipate.
Just 1 second. I'm going to attempt this and see if it changes anything. Y'all should be all right here on the show with me, out me for a few minutes. I'm going to go out and come back in and see if that.
All right.
Okay, we got it, Russ.
Situation.
Everybody, hold on. Here we go.
We'll handle it while you're gone.
He's going to hang up
like starting up the flux capacitor.
Yeah,
so what do you guys want to do now that he's gone?
I'm going to say Dave Gatton.
It's going to be the Patrick's Workshop first annual workshop show.
When he comes back in, just start going, hey, out.
No, you got me with that for years on Hangouts.
Who has the CNC that we can put C and show it run?
Who's got a CNC in the room? Anybody?
No,
I do.
What color is it?
I got a printer.
You can't see it. You can't see it. It's behind.
Oh, it's a hidden CNC.
It's a no see.
I'm still waiting for Dave Gatton to send me mine.
Well, I'll tell you what. Since we don't have CNC, let's talk about scroll saws then. Who's got one of those?
I do.
In the shop.
Everybody got scroll saws.
In the shop.
Yeah, there we go. Everyone loves scroll saws.
You have to have a scroll saw to be able to watch this show, I think.
Oh, of course. That's like the only way you're able to be on the panel. Is
You
to
have
own a
to
scroll
take a
saw.
picture of it all of it.
I think
Yeah.
he's back.
Yeah, if you don't have a scroll saw, he won't let you on the panel. So
Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and just so that the rumor or we can clear the air and everything. All right.
I'm in his.
So
Froze up again.
Oh man, that's funny.
we what the giveaway is we're giving away a website.
wow.
Some lucky person is going to win that website. So let me explain how this is going to work. First off, when I say that you're not eligible, Patrick, is because I want to give it to somebody that don't have a website. So
That's awesome. I love it.
yeah. So if you
Are
do
you
not
and I the
have
only two on here, Patrick?
if you do not have a website out there and you're listening and watching the show or watching it as recorded and everything, we're giving away a website. Devobel, I've talked to Frank over at Devobel and he's on board, no problem. So we're giving away a website. The two criteria, or there's actually three things you need to know. The website will be given away on the show on February 24th. So that gives you plenty of time to enter. I don't have one. I don't have one. So I'll give you plenty of time to enter. And for the shows for January 20th, 27th, February 3rd, 10th, and 17th. That's 5 shows. Each 25. Yeah.
Hey,
Nice
five
expression,
shows
too,
and
when
be
it
locked
goes.
up.
Locked
That's
up.
5 shows, then go.
All right. So every show, every 5 shows, you will have a secret word. You're gonna have to write that down, and then after the show on the 17th, you will send a email to contest@simplywoodencreations.com, which I'll explain that all later on down the road. And I'm locked up again.
No, you're not.
We
Oh,
still
good.
see you, yeah.
So you'll have to send an email to contest with all 5 secret words. And the only other criteria is you cannot have a website.
So if you're a maker in the community and you're putting out content and you don't have a website, you should enter.
Yes.
Yes.
Awesome.
And
one of my subscribers thought that he wasn't going to be eligible because he lives overseas. So Wacky Woodworks, Dale, this to you. Yes, you can win this too.
Is that right? Overseas is fine.
Yeah, overseas is because everything's going to be done over the internet with Devobal. So there's no, it's hosted on the Devobal's. Devobal hosts it on their server. So there's no hosting fee. There's no nothing. All you do is just get in contact with them. So yes, anybody in Australia, I have people watch me in Australia, New Zealand, Spain, France, anybody anywhere in the world. The only main criteria is you cannot have a website. I want this to be special for some woodworker or maker that is out there that is getting it started and they don't have enough money to do a website, or they don't know how to do make their own. And so this is especially just for them to get them going and to help them.
Yeah, that's a pretty awesome giveaway.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Shane. I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, just to let everybody know, if y'all thinking, well, I don't know how to create a website or how to run a website, don't worry about it. Neither do we. We both have websites now through devobal.com, and they do everything. And on the side, they're teaching me how to run my own website. So don't worry about it. If you know how to plug in a computer, that's all you need to know.
Yeah, you have to know how to plug in a computer and send and receive emails because a lot of the stuff that is done through sending and the receiving emails. So if you've got that, you're good to go. So yeah, I talked to Frank, and even the websites that Donna got and Shane and Shelley, all those websites are valued at about $3,500 a piece. So this is about a $3,500 giveaway that you're getting compared to their websites. If you want to see a good-looking website, go to any Shane, Shelley's, mine, any of Donna's. John Schaffner got one. Donald Vlogs 5 Woodshop got one. Who else was it? Can't remember. But those are the ones that come in. They did all their websites. What was funny, and let me explain what was funny about that is we had the website giveaway, and which Donna Presley won that actual website. Then afterwards, we're all sitting around in the chat after the show goes off, even though it's not live. Most of those people stay that are on the panel right now. We stay for a while and talk to each other. Well, the show stopped. And, these people, Shane Shelley, John Schaffner, Donald Matthews. Who else was it? I know Donna was there. It seems like one other person I'm missing. I can't remember. But they were all there, and we were talking to Frank. And Frank says, if y'all need any help with your websites, and, like Donald goes, I don't have a website, or my website's bad, or Shane and Shelley goes, I don't have a website. And he kind of looked at everybody. He goes, John says, I don't have a website. And he goes, really? He goes, well, let's take care of this. He goes, everybody that's on the panel here that stayed over and still talking to me, every one of you gets a website. So everybody was going like, what? Wow. Yeah, he gave away. If you take $3,500, and I think there were 6 people, multiply that together, that's about a $20,000 I can't do the math in my head, but I think that was about $19,000 or $20,000 worth of websites he gave away. So awesome.
Hey, Russ.
Yes.
With it being your anniversary, and I want to do a giveaway for you. Right?
Okay, cool.
But it's gonna be on my terms.
Okay.
I'll tell you what I'll give away. It's a brand new glue bot, never been used.
Cool.
Butcher block conditioner, some Sterling Woodcraft stickers. I'll throw in some other little stuff in the little grab bag box.
Cool.
15 minutes till you could try to win it. It can only be for those that are watching right now.
Cool.
You got about 50 watching, so.
Yes, we got over 50 watching.
Okay, I heard 15 minutes till, and then you froze up.
He said it's 15 minutes till he talks again.
There you go. What Nick said.
All right, 15 minutes till, or 15 minutes before the show goes off the air, we'll let Sterling, or whenever he feels like it, we'll let Sterling say how you can win it. Cool, that's really great. Hey, there's a win-win situation. I would love to have other stuff to give away from my sponsors, but I want to tell you, my sponsors are kind of like tapped out right now, except for Devobel. You take that's another thing I guess it's the 3 years I'll get to brag, but you know, my sponsors are just so fantastic, and I mean that they are fantastic, because we started. I started off doing the Scroll Saw Artist Challenge, and people were giving stuff to that. And then the next thing that came up was Laney Shaughnessy didn't want to do Whirligig Wars anymore, so he gave me Whirligig Wars. So now all the sponsors are doing and giving in not only the Scroll Saw Artist Challenge, but now the Whirligig Wars. And then lo and behold, Sterling comes along and says, "Hey, I don't want to do the palette challenge anymore. Would you like to take the palette challenge over?" So I took the palette challenge over. So now I've got 3 challenges going during the year, and the sponsors, you know, they contribute to all that during the year. Plus, I have giveaways during the year that just out of nowhere that I'll just, you know, give on a show. I'll pick a show and just give away stuff. So they're constantly giving out stuff for this show and to promote them also. But I really would like to say thank you again to Devobel, Fastcap, Rockler, Bearwood Supply, and also Klingspor, because they all have supported me in everything I do. Every time I ask them for something, or you know, I want to do a giveaway, I contact them and say, "I'd like to do this. Can we do that?" Yes, no problem. So these guys have been great for the past 3 years for Let's Talk Shop with Russ. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, but you make it easy for them because they're all in one spot. You're like the clearinghouse for contests now with the woodworking community.
Yeah.
So you're here 3 years, and that's what you get. You get to be up there with the.
Yeah, I get 3 years, and I get 3 contests.
There you go.
Yeah, Russ, I still got that box of the Klingspor sandpaper I won. I used a little bit of it today. I've still got 15 pounds of it there.
Yeah, that's a big.
Take forever to get through that.
Yeah, that's a big box. I bought mine back when I was at the Klingspor Extravaganza, and I've had it about a month longer than you've had yours, or maybe 2 months. And let me tell you, I haven't put a dent in it myself.
Well, I get to brag now. I actually won the palette challenge this year, and Sterling Davis gave me $100 for winning that, and I bought me and Mom a very nice compressor for the shop. Oh, yeah. So thank you, Sterling, for that.
Yes, thank you. The compressor, that's right. Yes, thank you.
Thank y'all for supporting Russ with the palette challenge.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Congrats, man.
Yeah.
Cool. Very nice. Yes.
I still think I should have won that one, by the way. I had the best video there, Sterling.
Can you make YouTube videos? You got a channel?
Moon Pie Creations.
Hey, Russ. I'm going to go with Sterling here, and I'm going to go ahead, if you would like. We'll give away this at the end of the show also. This is a cherry bowl that I turned.
Very nice.
I'll send it to one winner, and I'll let you choose whoever gets it.
Cool.
Me.
Nice. Very nice.
Very nice.
Before you toot your own horn.
Hey, Russ, we had a question out in the group here. Debbie wanted to know if they won the site. Does it have to be woodworking related?
It has to be. I want it to be. I want you to be a maker. I mean, as long like Brenda, she doesn't really do a lot of woodworking. She does a lot of making. So woodworking, making combination. That's what I'd like for it to be. Yes. But you don't have to particularly do all woodworking. Like if you do, what's something?
Vlogging.
Huh?
How about a vlogger?
Well,
Yeah,
is that
vlogger. Well,
Vlogger?
I would rather it be a maker, like somebody that did crochet or sewing or leather work, or somebody that does make something, or they don't necessarily have to do with it. But you can't blow up, go boom with toys like that idiot did on YouTube and got arrested.
Ooh.
All right, mark that off the list.
What if you make carbon dioxide?
Carbon dioxide there, Nick?
Make carbon dioxide. Does that count? If you're I make that every few seconds or so.
Yeah.
Embroidery, leather, sewing, candle maker.
My wife, I make a lot of methane. So.
Is that how you had that blowout on that bowl?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny right there.
Yeah, it could even be out of sawdusto. Yes, Robert Evans.
Yeah. That's how they got the blowout on the. Glad no, there was no open flames around, man. Whew.
That's actually an interesting question. Shelly, has anyone tried to turn sawdusto?
No. And
no.
Wood by Right is going to be turning this blank and maybe two other blanks into handles. And I have.
Yeah, so he'll be the first to.
He'll be the first to try it. But I have some other people in the works. I know Brenda, she's going to do some stuff with some sawdusto. Size Corner is going to do some stuff. But actually turning it, no. Why are you offering, Nick? Are you offering to turn some sawdusto?
No, I mean there's way more talented turners that would give it more justice than me. I'm a beginning turner. Like I could probably manage to turn, screw up turning on the lights in the shop at this point.
Send it to
I
me.
would like to see Carl Jacobson. I'd like to see Carl Jacobson turn.
Yeah.
So Carl, if you're listening to this, Carl Jacobs, send us a PM, a message, and let's see about getting you some sawdusto to turn.
I was thinking of sending Carl a big square, like a big chunk of sawdusto, so he can make a bowl or something. That'd be cool.
Yeah, he would try it.
I think that'd be cool.
Or even
have you ever had any turning of it?
Nobody has turned any of my sawdusto.
I said
I put it on my palette challenge, and that's on things that have been done to it.
Yeah, and some wall art and stuff. And I have a project that I'm going to do a sneak peek.
Would be and how it would shape with the tool.
I think it would be really good because listen to this. It's pretty darn sturdy stuff. You can make planks with it. You can make veneer with it. And I have two different types of sawdusto depending on the homemade glue because I got two different glues. One is called a Green Earth Sweet Gravy glue, and the other one is a Green Earth Flexi glue because it'll turn something like this into where you can bend it. I don't even have an example here, but it's great for curves. Like if you want to take some sawdusto and curve it around a project and glue it down, it won't break. But this, of course, is more sturdy. This is the Sweet Gravy glue. But my recipes, I will be uploading them. I'm just slow at it, and the reason is I wanted to get a few projects out before I give the glue recipes out, because if people just take the glue recipe and they try and make sawdusto and do something with it, I don't want no one to fail. So I want to give how-tos. It's not just a recipe. It's more of a how-to, and it's more of a system. That's why I haven't given the recipes out. But on Brenda G's Design on Monday, I'm going to be showing not the first, but a sneak peek of a finished project on her channel. And then the video will come out sometime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you want to know what the consistency of this is, I'm going to say it's pretty close to MDF.
No, because the thing with sawdust,
it's harder than MDF.
There's how you treat it is how you can have it. You can have it be cork-like, or you can have it be stone-like. Like this is definitely more like stone.
Yeah. This is rock hard.
This is rock hard like this. But
bend it.
I've had it where it's like cork, and I've had it where it's almost like a cork rubber.
Yeah,
So-
if you want to see what it looks like on cork rubber, go back and watch my pallet wood challenge when, excuse me, when I put the appliques on the front of it, you can see me bend it. That's how bendable it is. But this, no, you ain't bending that.
Yeah.
I said,
And
if
we
you
did-
want to send me a chunk of it, I'll try turning it.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you get with me, tell me the colors you want, and we'll go from there.
Let me real quick, a couple of questions. One of them, Frank McCain, he wants to know, is the giveaway info on your webpage? Not as of yet. When I talked to Frank, they are going to work on putting a page up, and I will let you know. We got 3 or 4 or 5 Saturdays before the actual giveaway. But yes, there will be a page up on my website about this giveaway before it's over with. They're going to be working on it right now to get it up, and I expect it to probably be up sometime next week or probably before the next show. So, but all you got to remember right now is, first off, you can't enter until you get all the secret words, and I'm not going to give the secret word out until the end of the show. So that's the first thing. And the second thing you need to know is you cannot have a website. I want this to be with somebody that does not have a website, to give them a chance to have one, you know, because websites are, and if you can't build your own, like, what is it on Wixie or whatever, if you not talented enough or have enough knowledge to build your own, and you pay somebody to build one, it can be expensive. That's all the questions I see out there, other than somebody said he's going to staple something to a pallet, and could he enter, or would that be making? Who said that back there?
Call it upcycling, Russ.
You call it upcycling?
Yeah, that was quite some time ago.
Yeah, I'll look back to see if I
Not
saw it.
pretty far. Yeah.
Bicycling up a hill, upcycling.
Let me go ahead and let's talk about the people are out there. Oh, we have 56 people watching. Wow. Ox in the Shop's out there. Bear Attic Wood Shop's out there. Dickinson Hoffman, he's out there.
That's who said it.
That was who said it? He's the one that said that. So let me pull out my... Everybody knows what this is. It's on the panel.
Romper room.
I see. Katie Dotson. I see Katie Dotson. She's out there in the chat. Becky Texas Woodshop's out there in the chat. Robert Evans. Paul John's Live. Stephen Nealon has been out there. Brian Hume. Well, I'm going to butcher that name. Tracy Keaton. All these people are out there.
Give you a thumbs up.
And yeah, if I've got 54 or 56 people watching and only 26 thumbs up. So if you don't mind and you're out there in the chat, or even the guys on the panel, reach over there and click that thumbs up and give me a thumbs up. I would appreciate it very much. And let me know that I'm doing a halfway decent job. At least you're going to give me a thumbs up. So that tells me I'm doing a halfway decent job. So
they probably work for the government. They're shut down and can't do it. So.
Robert Crow's out there. Hey, Robert, he's the one that gave me this piece of hickory, and he's out there in the chat. So we'll talk about this real quick. He sent me this big, huge piece of hickory to make this bowl. And I wanted to make a bowl. So it's the biggest piece I've had on my lathe thus far. It's I think about 12 inches across, I believe it was.
That's huge.
Yeah. So, and look how thick it is. But I was turning it, and it's still probably 2 inches thick at the bottom. There's got to be at least 2 inches still left in here that I was working on getting it out. I just wanted to do something plain and simple, and I wanted to leave it live edge because the bark, now there's part of the bark's missing, but wanted to leave the bark on it because it looked so awesome. It's got some wormy holes in it in here in a couple of places, and it started developing cracks as I was turning it too. And it's not only hickory, it's been sitting around for a long time. This stuff's dry, so it's hard as heck. I mean, it's hard. So anyway, I was going along turning real great. I don't know what happened. I don't think it was a catch, because there's no, if you'll look in here in the bowl, you don't see any gouges where it broke. other than it started cracking in different areas whenever I was turning it. I don't know if that's because the stress in the wood as I was turning it was releasing some of the stress and what it was doing. But I mean, I'm turning along and boom, this whole big chunk come out of here. You can even see the stress fractures just came out. And like I said, there's no gouge marks whatsoever in any of those pieces. So I didn't gouge it or I didn't lose the area. But anyway, it blew apart. Well, I was disappointed. I wasn't even going to mess with it anymore. But enough people said, hey, that can be repaired and everything. So I dug through all the sawdust and found the pieces except for the bark. I couldn't find the bark. I think it kind of like shattered when it broke apart. So today I epoxied them. This is epoxy, and there's a lot of it in there, trust me. And I glued these two pieces. Here is one piece, and here's the other piece back in. I'm going to let this sit for 2 or 3 days, and then these stress cracks, I'm going to fill them with CA glue on the inside, and then go over any of this that looks like it needs it and fill it up. And I'll give it one more try to see if see what I can do. But like I said, there's still at least 2 inches that I've got to go down. I mean, I could leave it, but this thing's heavy. This thing's got to be 15 pounds. I mean, it is really strong.
Hey, Russ.
Yes.
When you were turning that, when you went to the inside wall, were you using the square or the circle?
Circle.
Okay.
I was using the circle. So that aggravated me, and I decided, you know what? I had some aromatic cedar. A friend of mine had a cedar tree, and decided he was going to cut it down. He called me up and says, hey, you want some of this wood? So I went over there and got a whole pickup truck load full of cedar. So that kind of aggravated me. So I jumped out there and cut me off a piece, and I'm working on this right now.
Sweet. That's pretty awesome.
Yep. I just turned the what do you call that? Anyway.
Mortise.
Yeah.
Mortise.
Yeah, mortise for the chuck today.
Looks like my grandpa's spit tune.
Well, I didn't even think about that until after somebody said that. I showed it last night when I was on there with Ryan Bitters on his show last night. And they said that same thing. And I was like, wow, I never even thought about that, but it does look like a spit. I was making.
I believe the Patrick said that to you, Russ.
Oh, it was you? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I remember somebody said it over there, but I was thinking more of like a flower pot. But anyway, these are actually limbs that came out of the tree, and I didn't go any deeper because I wanted to leave them in there. I think they look cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
I like it. Once you hollow that thing out, it's going to be nice.
Yeah, it smells good.
Do you have a lot of cedar trees down there?
Yeah, we got cedar trees down. But I got this so I can put it on and start hollowing it off and get rid of the other end. I don't think Nick knows. I got me a nice lathe, Nick, of this past year.
What'd you get?
I got me a Nova DVR 2024.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, with the outrigger. You can turn bowls up to 30 inches in diameter. The head swings off to the side, and it's got an outrigger that swings around, and you can turn bowls up to 32 inches in diameter on this thing.
Wow. I want to see you do it, Russ.
Yeah.
Video or it
didn't happen.
That's it, man, right there.
Yeah.
Where do you even find a chunk of wood that big?
I don't know, because I'm having a hard time. I can find 12. I got an oak tree that a guy took down in my neighborhood during the storm, and I told him to save some of the big logs. And I think some of those are probably 16, 18 inches in diameter.
It's hard to find because it's not like this stuff grows on trees.
Yeah,
I know. We'll need to find a money tree first so you can buy one.
Yeah. But now the cedar turns sweet, and the reason being is two things. Cedar's a lot softer, but this is wet. I mean, it is really wet to the point when I was turning it yesterday, when I pulled the my carbide tool away from the bowl, it actually had water on the end of the carbide tool where it was turning it out of this tree or out of this bowl.
Yeah, I did a fair amount of firewood just to try and get familiar with the lathe, and some of it was so wet that I was getting sprayed.
Yeah.
Yeah, you whip it up to whatever 2,000 RPM or more, and it's just centrifugal force is just spraying you.
Yeah. Yep.
Turning wet wood's a lot worse or a lot better than turning dry wood. I'll tell you that.
I agree.
You see, that's another thing with that hickory ball. I think if that hickory had been wet, it would have turned a lot easier, no doubt about it. So
it's only more fun if you remember to brush off all the shavings on the bed and everything.
Oh yeah.
You come back the next day and all of a sudden you wipe it with your hand, like just orange marble on the, in the bare cast iron. You're like, yeah, I forgot about that one.
Yeah.
I got a question for y'all. Since you're talking about wet wood, I'm thinking about getting me a moisture meter. What would be a good moisture meter I can get that's not high up in prices?
Tack Life on Amazon has some real cheap ones that seem to be. Now, keep in mind, you're measuring the electrical resistance between it, so different species of wood. So don't go off the percentage. Go off of, okay, when I knew this maple was dry, then write that down and say, okay, that's what my moisture meter says for dry maple. I wouldn't go off percentage because.
Yeah.
What was the name?
The Tack Life one is the one I'm getting. I ordered one up already, and it looks a pretty good deal.
Klingspor has a couple on there that aren't real expensive. They have one that's a pinless and another one that's a pin type, and they're under $50, I think. So I don't know how good they are, but they're on there.
The generic one off of eBay, and it goes off of batteries. And I mean, it's not the greatest, but it works.
Can you stick it in your arm and see what the moisture content is?
Huh?
Can you stick it in your arm and see what the moisture content is?
I had to put the battery back in my fire detector.
Yeah, just.
Oh, funny.
Wouldn't most humans, if you stick it in, it'd be what, 80% moisture content, right? Because we're 80% water? No, nobody. The biology just went right. Okay, never mind.
We actually had a serious question out in the chat room from Jeff Robinson. He wanted to know if anybody on the panel uses a corer on their lathe.
Not me. I'm a noob.
Oh man, crickets. I guess that's a no.
Anybody afford a coring system?
I don't know.
Yeah, coring systems are pretty awesome, but they're a little bit pricey right now.
Yeah.
Okay, Jeff, we're going to say no to that. Okay.
Up to 90% of the body weight is water.
I was only off by a few percent.
But did you just ask Dr. Google
on what type of part of the body?
Well, I'm saying boil down the whole body.
Al, were you talking to Dr. Google about that?
Of course.
Oh, okay. Dr. Google knows everything.
98%.
Yes, just trying to add some facts to the show, some solidity.
Russ is back. He's got some facts, Russ.
What are you talking about?
We're talking about
how much water content is in the human body.
How much water is in the human body? It depends. It depends on the person, and it's not water that I was thinking. It was.
Oh, you have alcohol in your alcohol stream? I mean,
no,
I don't think that was the material he was speaking of.
Yeah, hey, somebody's full
of it. Got it.
Yeah. But you're talking about water. I would say probably 90%.
Well, yeah, it's easy to answer that now after we know the answer.
Yeah, Dr. Google just told us.
Yeah. Dr. Google knows everything.
Yes, he does.
Some people are full of more than others,
Yeah, they got some other stuff they're full of, which I don't want to say.
I'm full of sawdust.
Don't be talking about Jim Bashir's like that. Come on now.
I'm getting out of here. Where's that hang up?
Don't leave, Jim. You have to stay, buddy. You're the ultimate show joiner.
With the wood moisture meter, even the cheap ones can work so long as you have like kind of a catalog of your own data. Don't go off the percentage. Go off like a piece of maple that you know to be dry for your region. Say it's 5-6%. Your meter might say 11, but just that maple to be dry. Your meter says 11, so now you can say hard maple when it meters out at 11 is 6. I mean, because electrical resistance.
All meters do measure differently too.
Wood, turn it, put it up for about 4 months in your shavings in a bag, and then come back and turn it. It may warp, it may not. So
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm going to do with this cedar bowl. I'm going to go ahead and I don't give a flip. I'm going to go ahead and turn it, and I'm going to experiment with it and to the size that I want, and see what happens. Just let it dry. If it
got
There
to
you go.
Well, I tell you now, Braxton turned something green, a bow. He turned it green, and when it warped beautifully.
Beautifully.
Yeah.
It warped in a very
So that's
cool
what I'm
way.
hoping. I'm going to leave these sides on it a little thick, a little extra, just to make sure that it. But that's what I'm hoping that it'll
leave them about an inch thick, Russ. If you're gonna let it dry, and then go back and return it once it dries in about 3 or 4 months.
That sounds like my fitness regimen. Leave the sides a little thick. Yeah.
Hey, Ken. No, I ain't gonna say it. I ain't gonna say it.
Oh, come on.
You
So
talk about an edge, I'll go down.
No.
we got Robert Evans out there in the chat. TJ's Woodworking Shop. He's out there. Who else? Tracy Keaton. Hi, Tracy. Jeff Robinson.
Can I add something to that coring discussion?
Yeah, let's do that after we'll talk about that because I want to talk about that myself. Tom Spillane is out there. Robbie Sidney is out there in the chat. Chris Nealon, I think I mentioned him, but thank you. Wacky Woodworks, he's out there. What's his name? Dale Forsyth.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Jamie Page is watching. Sterling Davis. Oh, he's here, but he's watching too.
Yep. Yeah.
Hi, Sterling.
Paul
I'm
John
here.
Life out there. James Parker. Thank you guys for being over there in the chat. I really appreciate it. It means a lot to me to have, especially on my 3-year anniversary, to have 58 people watching right now. Wow. Thank you very much.
I got 58 tabs open, Russ.
Yeah, coring. I don't own a core. When I come back in, I heard somebody say something about coring. I don't own one of those coring tools, but I'd love to have one of them. Those things are like really pricey. I think the whole coring system's like $500-600 or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know. They could run that. It popped into my head. I remember seeing, and again, I'm a beginner turner, so that's not a real good question, but you guys shoot lasers on it, and it'll match the tip, so you know where you're cutting for. I understand that's more hollowing, but one that I saw that was really interesting, and again, I feel like I'm not really giving that good of information, but if you Google it, I'm sure it was like a camera to where on the screen it showed how it knew that laser system, and it knew if you were getting close to it gave you like an animation of how thin you were getting on a hollowing versus a coring system. But yeah. There you go. I should have just shut my mouth on that one.
No, I know exactly what you're talking. Actually, I think Carter Products has one of those. If I'm not mistaken, Alex Snodgrass and Carter Products, they have one of those systems. But I have seen what you're talking about, and yes, it's for deep hollow forming.
Yeah.
But it shows a laser, so it shows you, so you don't get the bowl too thin because you can't reach out or see down inside of there. But those are expensive. You're looking at definitely $600 for one of those systems, $600-800 for one of those systems.
I think if a guy was halfway now again, I'm just shooting from the hip because I'm not a hollow form guy, but if somebody was crafty enough to just come off the lathe tool at a 90 degree and manage to get just a laser pointer or fix it somehow where it's pointing at the tip of whatever you're doing, that would get you at least in the ballpark of it. But yeah. I can barely turn the sidewall to the bottom of a bowl without getting a catch. So I don't know what the heck I'm talking about large hollow forms for.
Alex Snodgrass, everybody I think knows who he is. He's the bandsaw wizard. He travels with all the woodworking shows and does the bandsaw stuff. He got a coring. Of course, it's nice to be when you're with Carter Products and all these people send you stuff just to try it. So anyway, he got a coring system, has been playing around with it, and that thing is like awesome. You can make like this one bowl here, for instance. You could core this and have a set. If I hadn't turned it like this, but if you turned it around, you could core this and probably have 3, 4, 5 more bowls, smaller, nested out of this one bowl right here when you core it. So you're not wasting all that material. Like now, when I core, or when I go in here and hollow this out, all this material is being wasted.
Wow.
The coring system actually goes down in there and takes probably a 2 or 3 inch chunk out of it, and then you can go down and take another one. But yeah, you can have a set of nesting bowls. They're all, you know, different sizes, and you take those out and make more bowls out of them and turn them. So it's pretty nice. You're not wasting all that.
I think Sterling froze.
Yeah, Sterling froze up.
Well, $380 for a coring system.
How much?
$380.
Wow. What's the brand? Who makes it?
The Tool Crate has it. It's a one-way 3203 Easy Core 16-inch base set.
I thought there would be a lot more than that. That's not actually bad.
There's one I'm looking at, Packard Woodworks, and it looks like a curved knife. And yeah. I got to admit, I had no clue what these things were before the question was asked, but they go from a 16 up to a 24, and they're $180, $190
for the whole.
So that's, I think, yes, that's for the whole set. It's like the tool rest, the knife, the support finger.
I thought it would be a lot more than that.
There's a lot. I mean, granted, I've seen the systems and the jigs and everything, and that's what you need to accomplish the coring task. But even then, an amazing amount of talent and practice goes into using those effectively.
Yeah.
Rather than making a bunch of funnels, getting catches and things of that nature. But if you're using wood that is just gorgeously grained or expensive for you to get in your area, that could pay for itself in just, half a dozen bowls, I bet you.
Yeah, because like I said,
absolutely,
you're not wasting all that material when you're hollowing it out. You're actually being able to save that material and use it for other stuff.
And that, and imagine too, if say you sell it like your craft shows, your church picnics type thing, that's an upsell. They want to buy, say, the 12-inch bowl that you turned. Well, now you have the 8-inch one that matches the grain that goes inside it, and then you have the 6 and the 4 and the 3, and you're like, well, for a set, I can offer you a deal. It's all about that upsell. Because when I used to do craft shows, I would sell a cheese board and then a cheese knife, and it'd have the same grain, and then you could sell the little bottle stopper with it. Like, oh, this is from the one piece of wood.
Somebody said, Woodcraft sells a coring system. Also, I'm over here looking at it right now. Somebody said, look at it. So
well, that one's about $600.
Yeah, I'm looking. I don't even see a price on it as of right this second.
I know there's a video on YouTube about a large production facility making salad bowls, I think in Canada, that they show a gentleman going through and just from log to, bandsaw it in half, and then core, gets 5, 6 of them. And it's pretty neat. It might be those like how it's made type shows, whatever.
All right. I don't know what you're looking at when you were looking at the coring system, but I'm looking at a Caton Jumbo McKnight Center Saving, which is a coring system, and it's $393.95. It's on Craft Supplies USA.
Place your order tonight. You can probably have it by the end of next week.
Yeah.
Maybe they can sponsor one of your contests. It could be on the list.
I can't order anything right now because I just pulled the plug on something. I'm trying to buy a brand new tool every year. I bought the lathe last year, and I just pulled the plug on a Supermax 1632 drum sander.
You devil!
Did you have it yet?
He scores.
No, it's. I just ordered it. It's being sent.
Oh
man.
Yeah,
I've been saving up for one for almost a year.
The reason I did is because they're regularly $1,800. I can get them for $11.99.
Why is that?
It's on sale
through Rocklear.
Yeah, they're on Rock. Yeah, but if you go through Acme Tools, you get free shipping and free curbside drop service for $11.99, and if you use your Tool Masters Association code, it knocks another $50-$60 off of that.
Nice.
So I got it for I think $1139.95. and free shipping and no taxes or anything from Acme Tools. Now, I think Rockler has it on sale for $11.99 also, but they charge you a $65, $45 shipping fee and a $65 liftgate fee. So you don't get that.
What's the Toolmasters Association you speak of?
Izzy Swan Toolmasters Association. You know what I'm talking about, Charlie. Yeah, if you're Izzy Swan over on Izzy, go to izzyswan.com, and he has a Toolmasters Association. And if you join that, you get classes he produces over there at a Toolmasters Association on Facebook. Classes that are, I think you can download classes or whatever, watch them on izzyswan.com. Don't quote me on that part. But also you get a lot of the companies like Acme Tools, sawblade.com. Who else? There's a bunch of other tool companies. You'll have to go over there and look at the list, the merchants list, but they have coupon codes and you can get various discounts on stuff if you buy it through the Toolmasters Association. Just so happens to be that Acme Tools is one of them, and I use their coupon code, and I think it like $50-$60 off of the price of the drum sander. So
it's only $6.99 a month or $60 a year. A bargain.
Yep. It is really a bargain. All you got to do is go to those vendors and use those codes a few times. You made your money back.
Yeah, the classes are great. Ben Brandt is doing a Fusion 360 class again, and he really explains. He explains Fusion as well as Jay Bates did his thing on SketchUp, and I thought Jay's SketchUp classes were about the best that I'd ever seen. So. If you get a chance to watch Ben's Fusion classes, do it.
Who's this Jay Bates guy you're talking about?
Some little guy lives down south, Mississippi, someplace.
Jay
really cool decked out garage.
Yeah. No, his I have watched a couple of his classes on SketchUp, and yeah, to me that's some of the best classes I've seen on SketchUp on his channel, on his YouTube. You know who Nick? Nick? You know who Jay Bates is, don't you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Nick, have you ever seen his garage? It looks really cool.
The camera adds 10 pounds. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
And I have like 6 cameras on me right now.
Yeah, it sure does. I've got like 5 cameras on me, so.
Yeah, Wacky Woodworks says that he found the Tool Association, but Izzy didn't want to add any international companies. Bummer.
I don't have any idea about that.
Hey, Russell, I want to just add something about tonight since it's a special night. I wanted to say my very favorite show was season 2, episode 9 with Sean Rubino. That's how you say it, right? Sean Rubino with the router inlay.
Yes.
Honestly, it was that episode that encouraged me in marquetry. And I'm really involved with marquetry with my Sawdusto. So I take a different angle to it, but that is the show that inspired me to do that.
I enjoyed that show too.
I love that show. So I really enjoyed it. I wouldn't mind if you brought back Sean on another night.
I thought about asking him. That was when he was doing the cherry inlays for his daughter's bed or her headboard and bed. Yeah. He sent me, he made me a square about 4 inches by 4 inches and did that in there, the inlay in there, and sent it to me, mailed it to me and I haven't. I thought I'd had it back behind me, but I looked, I don't see it, but I still have that piece that he sent me.
Yeah. So I had to note that. This is a big show tonight, and that was my favorite show of all of them.
Let's go down the list. Who else has a favorite show?
This one.
This one?
Yeah. I agree with Paul.
There's so many of them that I enjoyed. You know, I've learned when we had Charlie Corrick on, when he did the veneering, he was actually on 2 or 3 shows. We did the veneering with him. I learned a ton about veneering. Had never done any veneering before, so and I'm anxious to try that. Which I want to try that some veneering. So I mean, there's so many.
The Batman signal, didn't he?
Huh?
That's when he messed up the Batman signal.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed that show too. Yeah.
Yep. So that just goes on and on and on. So many. When you've done 109 shows, it's hard to remember about all the shows.
Yeah.
So.
You had a guy on once before that did it, and I'm sorry I can't remember his name. You know, that's kind of a skill that's been good for me over the 20 years I've been a sales guy, forgetting names right away. But anyway, this guy he did that like a radial scrolling thing where he would put scroll patterns in, like do you remember that one?
Yeah,
That one was really good. I really liked.
You're talking about Steve Garrison.
Okay,
Garrison.
yeah, I'll have to believe you.
Yeah,
I gotta say that was my favorite. Yes.
Yeah, I really liked that one a lot. That one's that whole concept of what he was doing kind of stuck with me.
Yeah, he did those, and he also does the scroll saw shells.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep, the scroll saw shells. But he showed how you're talking about when he turned that spindle, when he turned it and it cut that spiral out of the spindle.
Yeah, but it was like a hollow spiral.
Yeah,
it was like a, yeah. That was really something.
Didn't somebody show that on a bandsaw at some point too?
I think I have seen something like that on a bandsaw. Yes,
but there was drawbacks to doing it on a bandsaw, if I remember right. I can't remember.
What surprised me about it is when I thought he would, I said I knew for sure that he was using a straight blade, and come to find out when he did that hollow form spiral, it was a spiral blade. Spiral blade. Yeah, it was a spiral blade. I'm like, wow. And he said, yeah, you have to use a spiral blade. And I'm like,
like in the, I forget what they call it in the metalworking world, but it's where it's like a cage. You know, they take the 4 or 5 pieces and they push it and twist it, and it's a bulb of spiraling.
Yeah.
For like not finials, but banisters and stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, Brenda, you're gonna have to quieten down over there. Nobody else can hear your word.
I'm just enjoying listening to y'all talk.
Well, y'all don't forget Monday night. Is it 8 p.m. Eastern time over at your channel, Brenda?
8 p.m.
Tell us
Eastern
about
time.
that real quick.
All right. Brenda G's Designs, 8 p.m. Monday Eastern time. And my special guest will be Shelly Cole from Know What Mom Knows. She's going to show us some Sodesto.
On your YouTube channel?
Yes, that's on the YouTube channel, Brenda G's Designs.
People are out there saying the cleans pour tip sure helped me a lot. I'm not sure, Tracy. Tracy Keaton said that what the cleans pour tip was. I'm trying to read through. All right, so yeah, Sterling, you want to go ahead and let's do your giveaway. I'm going to go over it. We're going to go past 9 o'clock, but do you want to go ahead? It's 9 o'clock. Do you want to go ahead and do your giveaway?
Yeah. How many you got watching? 50 or so?
Yeah, 52, which we have 52 watching.
All right, so I got a brand new glue bot, never been used. I got some Butcher Block conditioner and some stickers, and I'll throw some other little knick-knack stuffs in a little box there too. But that'll be in the box. So for the ones that are watching, it can't be. Well, hell, I don't care. Panel, you can win too.
Woohoo!
All right, here you go. Who can tell me who the guest was on season 1, episode 9? And that's going to be the first winner in the chat.
Give you a hint. It was not me.
We'll see who comes up in the chat first.
I'm watching. Chat. Jim Bashir said the Pope.
Nope, it was not Nick Ferry. Nick was actually episode
6.
6.
Yeah, Nick Ferry was episode 6.
I'm looking for 9.
Nope,
it was not me. Good guess though, Bear. I was a good show. Y'all, you need to go back and watch that one.
Tom Tulane says Charles.
Nope, wasn't Charles.
Come on, guys.
I know. Have to give it here now.
Looking for something to give away.
Dave.
Boom! Ox in the shop. Dale got it. Dave, he got
Ox
it.
in the shop.
Ox in the shop.
Ox in the
Ox in
shop.
the shop. It was Dave Gatton.
Ox in the shop.
You get the stickers, the conditioner, the glue bot. Hey, if you're going to Atlanta, I'll just bring it to Atlanta, and we'll save the shipping. I'll just bring it to you.
Ox, are you going to Atlanta? You're going to Atlanta. Sterling said he'd just bring it to you to the Atlanta show.
I might have some other little special stuff I can bring too.
So let us know, or let Sterling know where you want him to ship it, or I will be in Atlanta. So he's going to be in Atlanta.
All right. Well, if you want me to mail it, I'll mail it to you. If not, I'll just bring it to Atlanta, and we'll just have a party in the lobby again, buddy.
Cool. Very, very cool.
Ken said he was giving away a bowl too, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Ken Moon's going to give away a bowl.
Hey, write that down so I can get it.
Ken, you're muted.
Yeah, you're muted, Ken.
Look, you got to be 5% smarter than the object you're working with, and apparently I'm not. So
that's why most marriages don't work.
Russ, I want you to give away the bowl, but I cannot ship this overseas, and I know Dale's going to be upset about that over there in the comments, but he can suck it.
This is for only people that are in the lower 48. Only people are.
I'll go to Canada.
Only people who are in the lower 48. I know. We'll do it the same way Sterling did. Let me ask a question about it. All right. So, what episode and season on the Let's Talk Shop? I want the episode and the season. On the Let's Talk Shop with Russ show, did we do powder coating? And who was it that did the powder coating? So we need episode, season, and his name.
Is this for anybody?
Yeah, anybody.
I know who it was. It was Chad from Mancrafting.
Well, you're not supposed to say it.
Oh, I'm not?
No.
Oh, man.
Anyway.
Type in the chat.
It's
the episode.
What the episode and season and all that.
The episode and the guy's name.
Al, you're fired, buddy.
Donna's Wood Art. Got it. Season 3, episode 4, Chad.
All right, Donna.
I gave you guys a hint, okay?
Yeah, you gave him the hint.
All
right, Donna.
So Donna Presley it wins the bowl for Donna. Get with Ken Moon about your so he can get that to you.
Ken, what is that?
This bowl is it's cherry. It was actually on my at the evil one's house. Let's just call it that.
Oh.
And I cut this down before I left, and this is one I turned right before that in 2015, and then I returned it yesterday, or no, I'm sorry, last week.
So apparently that was at Al Forte's house.
No.
He said the evil one.
He said evil one, yeah.
That evil one. I know what he means by that. Trust me.
Well, thank you, Ken.
I've got one of those evil ones too.
It's all love.
There's so much love in here. I can just.
I love it.
See my camera right here is just love oozing out of it like that.
I love Patrick.
Keep wiping it off.
Let's all sing Kumbaya now.
I never thought anyone in a woodworking show would say irreconcilable differences.
And had you not said that, it probably would stand that way.
I love Nick Ferry's nipples.
Oh, you can't say that.
Oh my goodness!
Someone said it.
My goodness, that is funny.
Russ, I mean, as soon as Sterling said he was going to give something away, then Ken said he was going to give something. I've been looking for the whole show of something that I could, within arm's reach, give away. And I did find something, actually. It's it's not the biggest thing in the world, but I do have a brand new in the box Stanley multi-tool. It's got like sockets, and it's like a Swiss Army knife for.
Oh, that's cool.
Very cool.
I like that. I want it.
You just opened it. You lowered the value.
Right.
Well, that's all right. That's all right. I mean, I'll ship it internationally. However, the last time I did that, the person that won ended up declining it at the border because they would have had to pay more import tax than like what it was worth, like triple.
We found out how you get around that. Do not insure it. If you insure it, then it's more on the side.
However you want to give it away, it's been collecting dust here because I have similar things and I just never use this. So.
All right, well, if you want me to do it, I got it. Perfect one.
There you go.
Since we're giving away another website, what season and episode did we give away the first website to Donna Presley? The season and episode.
Awesome.
And while people are doing the Jeopardy theme song in their head, I'll show a little bit more about the sockets and number 2 Phillips and slotted, couple hex on the end. Yeah, look at that. How purge.
You're going to talk yourself out of giving that away in a minute.
Hey, if you had to put a price on that, how much would that be?
I would probably say 30 or 40 bucks.
Really, that's not bad.
I don't know though. I'll be honest, I don't even know how I got it. It's not one of those fall off the back of the truck things, but Vinny Barbarino gave it to me for a pack of cools. It's not one of them.
Hey, Donna says she knows, but she's not going to answer.
You know, with everybody giving something away, I want to give something away too. So what I have is a piece of paper towel and an old toothbrush.
You gotta market it better though, Patrick. Rather than a piece of paper towel and a used toothbrush, you have to say this is an amalgam of tree fibers pressed into a sheet, and I have a small parts cleaning brush.
A small parts cleaning brush.
All right, guys. If you want Nick's multi-tool, I need to know the season and the episode that we gave away the first.
And I would prefer somebody not on the panel, just because
Frank Condon was on the show, and we gave the actual winner was Donna Presley from Donna's Wood Art. She was the actual winner. But what season and episode did we give away that first website?
And I forget who said it, but I might have talked myself into wanting to give this away.
That was me. I knew the psychology thing was just starting to creep up there.
Dan,
Nick, telling me not to say who it is.
Dan Inge from Dan Inge Woodworking. It's actually Dan Ingebrigtsen. He's got it. It is season 2, episode 29.
Nice.
Nice. That's perfect, because he's been like subscribed to my channel forever. So
yep, Dan Inge.
Send me.
Congrats, Dan.
Dan, send me either a message on YouTube, or even better, email me through my website, and I'll get it shipped out.
Danny, if you're listening, email Nick through his website or PM him on Facebook. Get a hold of him so he can ship that out to you.
Awesome.
Because
it looks like those old Kilroy things from World War II, where it shows just the eyes coming up over there over his video. Look at him.
Way to go!
Do you only see my eyeballs?
I'm pretty sure Dan changed his YouTube handle. It used to be Dan Ingebrigtsen, I think.
Yeah, it is. I think it still is Dan Inge Woodworking. No, it's Dan Inge Woodworking.
Yeah,
Dan's a good dude. He is a big part of this woodworking and makering community. He's been around a long time. Me and him's got a lot of history. Me and together, because of the situation that came up on a particular group. And I got you back, Dan, and I always will.
Yeah, he's a good guy. I really like him. He's been on the show a few times. He had a little problem with his microphone, so he couldn't come back on. And I don't know if he's got a new microphone, but I would like to have him back on sometime.
I got a problem with my new microphone too. See it?
Yeah, see that. It's got some kind of growth thing on it with
it's like a jaundice to the eyes or something.
That's my buddy Jared Hildebrandt, Doc. He's got a YouTube channel as well, Jared Hildebrandt.
Is that the leader of the Legion of Brooms?
He is the leader of the Legion of Brooms. Yes.
Wow.
Evil. Who used to be the drunken woodworker? I know he changed his
that was Barry, I think.
Yeah.
David Picciuto.
Yeah,
David Picciuto. That's
there you
He
go.
changed his name though.
Yeah, he changed the from the drunken woodworker because it didn't go over. He felt it wouldn't go over as well or something like that. So
most of the things they say go over like a pregnant pole.
I think he's called Make Something now, and he's got a cool channel. I like that.
I've always liked him. I just didn't go for the name, the drunken woodworker.
Yeah,
I thought it was awesome when it was the drunken woodworker.
Yeah. I figured you would, Ken.
Yeah, you know, my favorite YouTube channel is Ken Moon, Moon Pie Creations. Yeah. Check him out over there on the YouTube.
Guy, in my buttocks for a while, he'd be out there in the dang chat going, Russ won't say my name. I'm out here, Russ, but you won't say my
name. Hey, well, since we're talking about Ken Moon, Ken, why don't you go ahead and tell everybody what you got going on right now?
Special.
Oh, well, I've got a video series going on called 30 for 30 and 30. And basically, it's just a lot of organization for your shop. It's for beginners. A lot of jigs so they could learn to do jigs very easy, and every project they can do within 30 minutes.
Wow,
and I'm also doing a giveaway with that series that I'm giving away a bunch of stuff. It's over on top of the Coke machine. So
are you giving away a Coke machine, you said?
No.
I would love a Coke machine.
No, I'm giving away some. It's called a Go Digital set from Gemred. I'm giving away another one of my bowls. I'm also giving away a whole bunch of persimmon drumstick blanks, about 10 pounds. I'm doing 4 boxes of those, and I'm doing a glue bot.
Sweet.
Cool.
I was checking out your channel lately, man. You got some good stuff going on over there, man. Congratulations.
Thanks, Patrick. That's a great compliment coming from you. I appreciate that. You got a fantastic channel yourself.
Thanks, brother.
Then the first time I got to actually meet him was last year at the Atlanta Woodworking Show. I actually got to meet Ken.
Were you the one that put the
kick this year?
Were you the one that put the "kick me" sign on his back?
I thought that was silk screen right on his shirt.
Oh.
Yeah, Ken's a cool guy. And Ken, you were in the Army, weren't you? Or no, the Air Force.
Air Force, but I worked with the Army my whole career. Right. I did Joint Terminal Attack Control. So got to drop bombs. Greatest job ever. No
Semper Fi, man.
Bomb on me, baby.
Yep. So, and I'd just like to say, and I said this before, but thank you for your service, my friend.
Well, I thank you, Russ. You did great stuff back here, you know. So
yeah.
we all contribute in some way.
And yeah. Jim was in the Marines, if I'm not mistaken, which is odd because I didn't know they let people in. He's like 9'7" or something.
No, I was in the Air Force. I was in the Air Force, actually.
Oh, okay.
He was the one that loaded the bombs on the plane without any help.
Jim I met Jim on the way back from Cincinnati, and he's a tall dude.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
I think he wore the size 22 shoe.
Who else?
About Jim Bashir's?
Yeah. It's kind of funny you were talking about the height thing, but the base I was at, they fly the airborne command post in, and it was a Boeing 747. And there's a panel behind the front wheel, or in front of the front wheel, that would open up, and I had to reach up and hand them a telephone cable so they could hook it up to the plane when it landed at the base.
Armstrong, where is he?
Anyway, thank you for your service. Also, I think I did that for Jim. Who else? Anybody else on the panel been in the service?
Sterling served in the Pallet Corps.
He served in the Pallet Corps.
U.S. Navy. I actually went to Operation Desert Shield and Desert Storm.
Cool. All right, that's right. I forgot about that. You were in the Navy. Yeah. Well, thank you for your service.
Thank you.
Yeah, I worked for the fire department for 30 years. Retired from them finally. Saw a bunch of stuff. I've seen everything from children drowning to decapitations.
Can we keep this on a highlight show, buddy? So you go the other opposite route. I saved kittens from trees. I found children and returned them to their mother. You know.
Yeah, but have you ever ended up on a fireman calendar, Russ?
No, I never did. Although back in my younger days, I could have been on a fireman calendar. I was pretty good looking back then days.
They gave me the leap year month or whatever, leap year day, but it wasn't that year. So I got.
Well, I know a few gentlemen that would say you're a handsome looking fella right now, buddy.
Well, see, I think Sterling Davis and a couple of other of his friends took some pictures for a calendar, didn't y'all?
That's
back at the woodworking show.
That's unspoken.
Yes, that's behind the scenes, my friend.
We're not supposed to talk about that.
Hey, I've got it right here. Should I screen share it?
Sure, buddy. Since you're the rat of the show.
No.
All right, guys. Let me go over. We're fixing to wind down here. We're a little after 9. It's not. Wow, 9:27. I didn't realize it was that late. Let me go over just one more time about the website giveaway. My sponsor, Devobal Technologies, is giving away a website through me, and so I'm pretty sure they're going to try this week to have the page up on my website about the giveaway for all the information. But all you need to know right now is that, number one, we're giving away a website. It's about a $3,500 value. Number two, this is for woodworkers or makers that do not have a website already. I want somebody out there brand new to have the experience and to help them out. Number three, you'll end up sending an email to me at the end on the 17th to contest@simplywoodencreations.com. And each week, each Saturday up until the 17th, I'm going to be giving a secret word away. And what you'll need to do is write those words down. So when you send the email to me after the show on the 17th, I want all this 1, 2, 3, 4. There'll be 5 words that you'll have to include in the email. So that's something you're going to have to do. And I will go ahead and tell you what the secret word for tonight is, and that is Devobal. Devobal, my sponsor. So that's the secret word for tonight. So that's the first one you want to write down.
Yeah, if it's a secret, you might not want to keep telling everyone.
So it's spelled DEVOBAL right there. Devobal.
Hey, Russ.
Yes.
Is there any special prize for anyone discovering any Easter eggs on your YouTube channel? Like Easter eggs, yeah. Like for instance, Donna from Donna's Wooden Art said that the season and episode Let's Talk Shop with Russ, season 01, episode 03. Okay. The way the show is titled, it actually says season 1, episode 3.
Oh, 03. Yeah.
Hold on, let me go look at this.
Yeah, S01 E03. I just figured it was an Easter egg, and any lucky person out there that found it would also get a prize, but maybe not.
You already got a prize. You got the best prize of the night.
Yeah, you're friends with me.
I'm not following at all.
I'm completely blind. It must be a Midwest thing, Nick, because I don't follow it either.
Should I just nitpicking? That's got to be it.
Let me screen share.
Hold on. Season 1, episode 1, Let's Talk Shop with Russ was the very first show. The second show was S01 E02 bandsaws. The third show was S01 E03 scroll saws with Steve Good.
Yeah.
But today's show is also labeled as S01 E03.
Did I put S01 on the show?
Yeah.
You did.
Let's see.
I'm out of here. I don't know about you guys.
Hey, what are you talking about? I've done it on all the last 3 shows. S01, E03, S01,
Oh,
E02,
man.
We're on all 3 episodes.
Fun.
Your default upload must be S01.
Yeah. So I've got to go back and change all 3 of those because it should be
Oh,
S04,
wow.
E03, S04, E02, S04, E01.
Now I gotta get my phone.
And for all that, Al gets a bass boat.
I thought there was a gift involved with that, you know.
I'm glad you caught that. It was pretty cool.
Donna saw that. Donna saw that.
Cool, Donna. Woohoo.
Al4T.
Donna, you want the wood fibers flattened into a sheet and the small parts cleaning brush.
Yep, it's supposed to be S04. This should be S04
Shoot me an email and I will send this right on over. Look how easy it packages up.
I wanted
I
that.
wanted that.
I can throw in a Raspberry Pi case.
So,
I have a half bottle of leaves to go with it too. For all the
Here's
penis
the
stuff.
Raspberry Pi up for bid. I want at least a slice.
I love Raspberry Pi.
I think you've lost control, Russ.
I know.
Yeah. Well, I thought it was an Easter egg, so blame me.
I blame Al Forte for ratting everybody out.
For T.
Yep.
Yeah, it's Al4T.
14.
For teeth. Okay, Al for teeth.
You got to watch my video to get it.
He does.
You got to watch my last video to understand L4T. I did my very first comedy.
I saw that video, Mom, and I'm pretty sure that Shane needs to get you some help.
Shane?
He really does. I almost showed up as misinformation tonight. Almost.
Al for teeth, huh?
Yeah, there's
I think you need a new
medicine for that. They make medicine for that. I'll go ahead and share it.
They make other stuff for that too.
Yeah.
There you go. That's
Sterling's supposed to send me a jug of that other stuff.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you for being on tonight. I appreciate it very much. Thank all y'all.
Thank you for having a show and hitting 3 years of awesomeness.
Yeah, congratulations.
Awesome.
Paul John's Life, Becky's Texas Shop been out there, Frank McCain, all your Dan Ingebrigtsen, he's been out there. All y'all guys have been out there in the chat. I appreciate you being out there very, very much. And thank you, Brenda. Thank you, Jim, Ken Moon, Nick. Thank you, Al, Patrick, Paul, Shane and Shelley, and Sterling. Thank all of y'all for being on the panel tonight. I appreciate you very, very much. We only have, and thank you guys for 3 wonderful years. I've had a great, wonderful time doing this. I am going to continue to do it as long as I got y'all out there in the chat and crazy people like Ken Moon that come and pester me on the come and pester me on the panel. I'll continue doing it, and
wait till March, Russ.
I'm looking forward to another season and as many episodes as I can get into this season. So I appreciate it very much. Only thing left to do is how I always end the show, and that is just give me sawdust, lots of sawdust all around me and everywhere. I like it flying all around my shop and even in my beard and hair. Good night, everybody, and God bless. Thank you for watching.
Good night, everyone.
Night, everyone.
Good night. Good night.
Schmigo.
Good night.